Welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha, a podcast shared by David Roylance. This podcast is dedicated to guiding you to completely eliminate the discontent mind and the suffering it causes by attaining enlightenment. Learn and practice the teachings of Gautama Buddha that will guide you to fully attain a peaceful, calm, serene, and content mind with joy. To support this podcast, visit patreon.com/support Buddha or visit buddhadailywisdom.com, where you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online learning resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Now, here's our teacher to share more.
Sawadee Kap. Hello and welcome to Daily Wisdom, Walking the Path with the Buddha. Today is our group learning program, and on Wednesdays we come together to encourage, support, and motivate each other in our meditation practice. We rotate between Breathing Mindfulness Meditation and Loving Kindness Meditation at this point in our group learning program. And then after the meditation, I open up to any and all questions you guys have related to the path to enlightenment. So whether you're just getting started or you've been joining regularly, you're welcome to ask questions by putting those into Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom, and I'll be able to see those and answer any questions that you have. If you're in Zoom, you have the added feature of electronically raising your hand and opening up your microphone and asking any questions or follow-up questions that you like. Today is all about meditation, and as I mentioned, encouraging, supporting, and motivating each other, coming together to meditate together, but it's also a great time for free-form questions about anything and everything that you would like to learn about. On Sundays, I do a talk on a chapter in this book, Developing a Life Practice, The Path That Leads to Enlightenment, Volume 1, which you can download on our website. It is buddhadailywisdom.com, and there's even an audiobook version that you can actually read and listen that's starting to be published now. We're on about chapter 13 that's published right now, and each week another chapter is being published. So you'll be able to digest the content through the book either before and or after class, and then on Sundays I'll be sharing the content on that particular chapter. This week, this Sunday, will be on chapter 15, which is titled True Love, Love Without Attachment. This is where you're going to learn about how the mind in the unenlightened state tends to not understand what love is. It mistakenly believes that craving, desire, attachment is love, and therefore an unenlightened mind will find it very challenging and difficult to exist in relationships, and you'll see this constant ending and breaking of relationships because the mind just doesn't understand how to love without attachment. So that's something that I'm going to be sharing with all of you guys on Sunday, and there again you'll be able to ask any and all questions that you like. So I'd like to welcome all of you, whether you're joining us for the first time or you've been joining us regularly, and invite you to participate in the meditation. I'll be guiding you through the meditation, and we'll be starting with a chant just to ease the mind into meditation. And just so that you know, there's nothing mystical or magical about these chants. It's just purely to help ease the mind into meditation. The Buddha used chanting in order to help his students remember his teachings, because during his lifetime all the teachings were oral. Nowadays, we don't need to do that. We have books and videos and podcasts and things like that, but we still use chanting as a way to prepare the mind and ease it into meditation. And I teach these chants at different times in various programs, and you can learn them if you like, but you're not required to. So I'll do the chanting to ease into meditation, and if you know these chants, you're welcome to join along. Then I will go for a period of time of actually guiding you in a meditation session. And then there'll be a period of time where it'll be just quiet and you'll be doing the work of meditating. And then I'll come back in with the chanting to ease us out of meditation and then open up to any and all questions that you like. What you'd probably like to do is take a position either seated, lying, or standing. These are the three that tend to work out really well for online learning. And seated is one that oftentimes people will do either sitting on the floor or in a chair. If you're on the floor, you might put some cushions under your rear in order to get the hips up in the air. This lessens the angle at the hips, the knees, and the ankles. And if you're in a chair, you might just have your feet lightly crossed or flat on the floor. Essentially, you'd like your lower body to be completely comfortable, not painful and not luxurious, but in the middle where it's nice and comfortable. The hands and the arms, the Buddha put his right hand over his left with his thumbs together, and he put that into his lap. If that's comfortable for you, you could use that. But there's other options as well. This isn't about everybody doing it exactly the same, because that's impossible. We all have different types of bodies, and different things feel comfortable for different people. So you might decide to put your palms on your thighs, your knees, or palm up. These are all options, because you essentially would like the lower body and the hands and arms to be completely relaxed during the meditation, so that there isn't any muscles engaged whatsoever. The upper body should be nice and erect. This keeps the mind attentive and alert during the meditation. Whereas if you were slouched and kind of hunched over, the mind would have a tendency to be complacent. Whereas if you were real rigid and uptight, the mind would be uptight. It would be overactive and maybe have some anxiety. So you would like the upper body to be erect, not real rigid, but not slouched either. Also in the middle. And next, you would just close the eyes and start breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. You can stay here just gradually breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, establishing the breath, or you're welcome to join in with the chants. And then I'll come back with some more guidance in the meditation itself. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Bhutang Bhagavanang Abhivateyami Savakhato Bhagavata Tammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Sanghang Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Iti piso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vicacaranang Sammuno Sakhato Rokavito Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasati Satatawa Manusanang Bhuto Bhagavati. Okay, you should be breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Here you're just looking to establish the breath. Just a nice, natural, gradual breath. A steady and consistent breath. Not forced or controlled. Just gradually breathing in through the nose, experiencing the full breath. And when you're ready, exhale out through the nose. Breathing in out. Breathing in and out. Your breath isn't going to necessarily match up with the guidance that I'm providing, and that's okay. I'm just here for guidance. This is your practice. I'm just here to remind you to breathe in through the nose, and whenever you get to it, exhale out through the nose. Establish a nice, steady, consistent, natural breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Once the breath is established, start fixating the mind on the sound of the breath or the sensation of air moving into the nose. The breath is the present moment. Fixate the mind on the breath, the present moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. With the mind fixated on the breath, whenever you notice that the mind is moved off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath. No need to observe the thought, label it, judge it, analyze it, or even try to figure out where it's coming from. Just wherever you notice that the mind is moved off the breath, cut that off, let it go, and come back to the breath, the present moment. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. I'm going to be quiet now and let you do this work of focusing on the breath, cutting off and letting go anytime the mind moves off the breath. You have nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. No one needs you right now. This is your time to focus on the breath. Breathing in and out. งสัมมาสัมพุทโธมหาควาพุทธังมหาควันหังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตมหาควตาธัมโมธัมมังนามัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนมหาควโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนามามินะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะอิติปิโสมะคะวะอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชาจารณังสัมมุโนสัคคะโตโรกาวิโตอนุเตโรปุริสาธัมมาสติสัตตาตาวามนุสนังพุทโธภควาติ All right, if you guys would like to ease your way out of meditation, what I'm going to do is just open up to any and all questions that you guys have related to the path to enlightenment and the teachings of the Buddha. You're welcome to put those into Facebook, YouTube, or Zoom in the comment section, and I'll be able to see those. If you're in Zoom, you can electronically raise your hand and ask any questions or follow-up questions that you have directly by just opening your mic, and I'll be able to hear you and answer any questions that you have. Let's see, I'm not seeing any questions anywhere so far. So it looks like you guys might not have any questions today. So what I'll do then is just in class by sharing with you what we're going to be doing in our next classes. On Sunday, we're going to be in chapter 15 of this book, Developing a Life Practice, The Path That Leads to Enlightenment, Volume 1. Chapter 15 is titled True Love, Love Without Attachment. This is where you're going to learn what true love is so that now you can start practicing it more and more. And then by learning what true love is and being able to practice it, you'll actually be able to receive true love. So if you find it really challenging to know whether somebody loves you or cares about you or things like this, you'll be able to learn what true love is, how to practice it, and then with you practicing true love, you'll be able to identify it and experience it more and more in your life. And then next week on Wednesday, we're going to be doing loving kindness meditation together rather than breathing mindfulness meditation. So you're welcome to join for that class as well. And of course, on Saturdays, we do the Pali Canon and English study group, which is something that students will oftentimes move into after the group learning program. That one's on Saturday, and we're in volume 3, chapters 111 through 124. So that's what we're going to be doing this Saturday. So thank you all for joining, and we'll see you guys in one of these future classes. Have a very lovely and wonderful rest of your day. Sawadee krap.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. To provide support for this podcast, visit patreon.com/supportbuddha. To access more teachings, visit buddhadailywisdom.com. There, you will discover a full range of courses, retreats, and online resources to assist you on the path to enlightenment. Remember to establish a daily, consistent meditation practice, along with learning and practicing these teachings. A well-developed meditation practice is the foundation in which to train the mind to attain enlightenment.